What's up, everybody? This is Zach with the Nerd Cave Gaming, joined along with
Derek.
Derek, we just got to see something that was quite impressive from the EA conference. Probably the shining light of hope in that abysmal darkness that was that conference.
Goodness gracious. At least they ended on, it was the only Star Wars thing, but at least they gave you bang for your buck. They gave you about 30 unadulterated minutes of not straight gameplay, but at least Battlefront II coverage.
At least 14 minutes-ish of gameplay.
Yeah.
And it was pre-alpha footage, but amazing.
Great.
Yes.
And they're doing a multiplayer beta later, so it'll probably look even more polished by the time it releases.
Yes. Now, one thing that we've seen from the pre-trailer before this a few weeks ago was that they're including all the arrows, they're including all the heroes, everything that's out in the canon so far is part of this. So you get episodes 1 through 3, 5 through 6, 4 through 6, and then you have The Last Jedi, Force Awakens,
Rogue One.
and Rogue One. So you get all of this, you get all of these heroes and everything, and that's what people were asking for. They were wanting that, and I'm glad that we're finally getting this. And it is nice to see that they actually listened to the players.
The players wanted story, they got that. They wanted couch co-op, got that. They wanted free content, they definitely got that.
Yes, so let's talk about the free content. In the previous game, there was an overpricing of the DLC.
Ranted about that in the pre-show.
Yes, and we finally got free content, and John Boyega was talking about this, saying that his character, Finn,
and Captain Phasma will be free coming later the fall. Probably, if I had to guess, it'd probably be the Battle of Jakku, like 2 weeks before the Last Jedi movie, if I had to guess. And then he went on to say that all content for within the first year of release will be free, like maps and characters.
Yeah, so it's going to be really, really nice to get that free content, so we're not getting charged for DLC. And it also helps not segment the player base, because I know once the DLC started coming out with Battlefront 1, it kind of killed that game off.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that they were showcasing was character customization in the game, that they're going to have different classes, but also the weapons are going to be able to be customized.
Yeah, all the customization's going deeper. They're doing more of it. You know, you said character classes, and each of those character classes will have special abilities that will make sense for their type, and then even those will be customizable. So it's just crazy to think how much cosmetic, and you kind of see this more with games like in general, like games now are just not defined by one genre, right? They're trying to meld other genres. We saw that with Injustice 2, having a more RPG elements with the gear. It looks like Battlefront 2 is taking that similar approach with all their different, like their weapons, their character loadouts, what have you.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more than, per se, let's say, Overwatch that is very cosmetic. It doesn't enhance any of the abilities. Injustice is a very good example that you brought up, that you're getting different skill sets or you're getting boosted attributes on things. So it's very interesting to see that. And it's not only with just characters, but you unlock vehicles as well.
That's true.
Like the Naboo Starfighter. It's nice to see that being brought in. And you also unlock tanks and all of this kind of stuff. And what was interesting to see them do is the battle points that they're introducing in the game, where the more you kill, the more objectives you get, the more battle points you have to spend to unlock heroes, to unlock better gear throughout the game. And I think that's going to be a good way to reward players that are doing well in the game, but also give people a way to be more motivated to do well.
Now, I will be interested because, you know, in the first one, you unlock stuff by leveling up in the game, gaining experience. I wonder, now, I do think they'll still do the microtransactions things where, you know, hey, you want battle points to unlock this. Well, you don't want to spend time gathering them, just buy them, whatever. But that's another EA staple. But I also wonder if, say, you have enough battle points to buy the gear, will they still be level locked? Like, hey, you bought this awesome blaster, but you can't use it to like your level 12 or whatever. Yeah. I wonder if it'll still be level locked.
I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see that. I think it will be, because it makes you put more time into the game, so you're more apt to spend money on the game. That's how the whole, you know, pay to fee to play type stuff is. I hope that they don't do that. I really, really hope that they don't do that. But one of the things that we saw in the extended gameplay is this troop transport. It's kind of like Walker Assault and Overwatch, move the payload type thing, and you have 3 phases in this. The first phase is very open.
Yeah, more vehicle-based.
More vehicle-based, more, just kind of getting to explore the map that is vast. And it's nice, and we didn't really talk about this, the whole 14 minutes or so of gameplay that they showed was based on the prequel stuff. You get to see the Separatists versus the clone army and everything.
During the pre-alpha footage, it was on Theed.
So on Naboo. So you're getting to this first phase where it's this huge troop transport that you're trying to stop using ions, or you're trying to get it to the palace of Naboo. The second phase, you get a little bit more close quarters. More intimate, and that's when you started seeing Darth Maul show up.
And the heroes, Boba Fett, and then we saw for a brief instance Rey.
Yeah, brief instant Rey, and we saw just a little bit of Han Solo, but they definitely played up the Darth Maul in this, and which was fine to see. He was really cool, had a lot of cool attributes in it, but taking away from this, there is a lot of depth in this game.
Yes, it's more than just what you got from the first one, which was just hollowed out. It was basically, in a roundabout way, it was fan service. This one is more thought out.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And with this, I think we're going to be getting a lot more just people wanting to play. Like, DICE did an amazing job with Battlefield 1, and I think this is them really wanting to make Battlefront on the same level as that. So, coming off of all of this, what do you think is the most impressive thing that was shown today at the Battlefront info?
Just the fact that they're taking the time to care and make every detail intimate and, realistic, and not just be like, try not to make the same mistakes from the first one. And just like, all right, here's fan service. It looks great. That's all you need to know. But now it's like, hey, we have character classes. You can customize it the way you want. You can customize the abilities. You have all these fan favorite heroes, including Darth Maul, who looks OP as crap.
Oh yeah.
And then you have all these vehicles. You have all these different types, and it's all coming together in one petri dish.
Yeah, and I like that, if you want to be a damage dealer, you can be a damage dealer. If you want to be a tank to soak up damage, you can do that. If you want to be a support class, you can do that. So all types of players are going to be catered here instead of just twitchy fingers that, are just, that's one thing that turned me off. From the last one was you got killed very, very easily, and neither here nor there, but I love just the vastness of what can go on here, from the space battles to the open environments, and I'm glad that EA is giving the love that is needed for this, and I can't wait to see more of the modes that they're going to add, and the campaign looks so good. I
was just going to touch on that. It's like, if this is what they're doing for multiplayer, imagine what they're going to do for the campaign.
Yeah, and it's going to be it's going to be so enthralling just to get that story that we haven't seen yet, that right after episode 6 and then jumping into right before episode 7, we're going to be getting the story that we haven't seen, that the Emperor is giving this assignment to these people, and the actress looks like she's like, it is really, really good.
Right.
So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the Battlefront 2 information that has been put out at EA's conference this week.
And don't forget, it's releasing this year, November 17th. So right around the corner.
Yeah, it's not very far. And make sure, if you were interested in it, check out the beta that's be coming out in the next few months, guys. This has been Zach.
And Derek.
Have a week.